What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new video, and this video is mainly aimed for the amateur players because I hope that the more advanced players like level 70 and above, that's when you should be already mediocre sort of expert, know what this is all about. And we're going to start off with this one as I have the opportunity, and this is probably going to be the main tips. Probably you read it in the title. Whenever you're in an attack and you're going for either XP or you're going for RSS in that attack that you just joined, you don't care about the XP. What you want to do is, depending on what it is, you want to say close if you only care about the RSS, and base if you want your teammate to leave out a slot for you. This makes a huge difference, and it helps the attacker, the main attacker, so much. You have no idea how many players just type in stuff like please let me attack. They write it like separately every time, so all you see is like please or whatever. It just shows the last word that they typed, and it's so easy. Whatever it is that you need. If you need XP, just say base. If you need RSS and you don't care about the XP, say close. Moving on, whenever you are actually in a proper team and your team is getting to a pretty serious level, you want your team to be organized. So that means setting up an RSS chat, which is, for you guys that don't know, resources chat, and an officer chat. The officer chat is mainly to discuss problems, because every team has problems. That's a fact. There's nothing to hide. And usually you can set them up in the group chat. I have a lot of fan-based chats in here. You can probably see that. Actually, reminder, shout out to Wolfil. He asked me to, or she asked me to give her a shout out or give him a shout out in this video. So I promised I would. Anyways, I was saying, when you're setting up a proper team, you can set up any sort of group chat. So we have, for our team, we have an officer chat right here. So we discuss problems with the team. You know that dickhead iStefa, you know that guy, yeah, we should kick him out. You know, problems like this, or just simply organizing war. That's mainly what it is. Organizing war. Mainly that's what it is. We don't do any bitching. I was just joking. Then there's the RSS chat, and that's what you want to set up. Those are the main two. Next, also based with chats. Whenever you are actually asking for food or wood in your RSS chat, stay online. Please stay online. For instance, Mimo is asking for 250 food right now. He has to stay online, because if we give him the food, it's gonna go to waste, because someone will just raid it. So technically we don't give food to people that ask it and are offline, so that's a pass. So if you want food in an organized team and a pretty decent team, you have to stay online. Otherwise, we just skip you. And whenever you get your food, like I just did now, you just type it in your chat, red close, so that people can move on and give RSS to other people. That's another thing. So next, this is a pretty big one. So I'm pretty scared of like showing it as well. I don't want the actual developers to fix this. I really don't, because this is huge. So I'm going to use an invader base, and I'm going to show you a trick. So say, for instance, you're attacking, right? Let's go for Kelvin, right? And we're doing an attack. We're going to attack right now. Say, for instance, by mistake or whatever it is, it could be anything. You get killed, you don't get through enough your attack, or by mistake, you press out the swap, so you're messing up your multiplier. What you can do to reset it is simply close and open up the game again, as I'm going to do right now. Back online, and I didn't do anything. You can trust me on that. You can just look at it. All you're wasting, potions. That's all you're wasting. You just have to reset it with a potion. He hasn't lost any health, yeah, because I wasn't hit or anything. So it's still at 34 minutes. You lose time, if anything, if you're being hit or anything. That's all you're gonna lose, but your multiplier is still there. I started off with ×4, and I'm still with a ×4. That's why I'm pretty scared. I don't want them to fix this. I really don't. So I don't know if it's a bug or if it's done on purpose. That's a trick for you guys that didn't know it. So if you know, if you think you fucked up your multiplier, don't. Just double click whatever iOS device you're using, close the game, and open it again, and it'll still be there. You're gonna have to use a potion, obviously, to set up your dragon again. You can just wait it if you want to, if you have no potions, but your multiplier is still there. Now next, another tip. During war, this is so important. First of all, whenever you're starting a war, or your war is about to start, as you can see, yeah, we fucked up the last two wars. Yeah, we did. Anyways, moving on. Yes, sad times. You know your war is about to start. It will actually tell you. Obviously, you have sometimes it starting in 15 minutes, and you have to be lucky to be online. But whenever you're in time and it's like 10 hours to start or 12 hours to start, make sure that you set up your power-ups. That means going to every single monument and adding a boost. So plus 30%, plus 30%, 30% attack, 30% HP for the length of the whole war, so that you make it a little harder on your opponent team to actually get rid of you. That's all it's for. That's literally all it's for. So make sure you do that. Make sure you put up your defenses. Another thing during war, whenever you are attacking someone and you have an officer following you or a level higher than you following you, or just simple backup for whatever reason, make sure when you spot out your player. So say we were against Dark Wings the other time and I went for Brit 12. Make sure you type in the chat, I'm going for Brit 12, level 170, bottom of the page, so that nobody else goes for the same player as you. Because if you do, and you go for the same guy as your teammate does, your attack is cancelled. So you've done all that time and all that wasted energy and dragon life just to get nothing. To get no flames whatsoever. Next, this is crucial. This is regarding RSS. Whenever you are actually farming, yeah, and you have a pretty good amount of food or wood, food tends to be the one that's most used because it's pretty easy to farm wood whenever it's not fortification event. But whenever you're trying to actually protect your food that's in storage, the food in storage, and you're being raided, the best thing to do is go to a player, see anyone that's online, just type it quickly, because as soon as you're being raided, the guy's going to take at least 2 minutes if the dragon is really strong compared to your base. If it's not, it tends to take 3 minutes for him to finish the actual attack. Just see a player online, type to him and say, mate, I'm going to pass you some food, I'm going to pass you some RSS, can you pass it back after? And just get rid of it as fast as you can, and he can then pass it back to you. Sure, you're gonna have to wait a bit more time, 20 minutes for the transfer, but better than losing it, especially if your storage is filled up. Don't give the RSS away, don't make it too easy. Obviously, if you're offline, you can't do much about it, that's just it. That's why the next tip comes in. Never leave the game if your storage is full or you're about to receive some RSS. As I said, stay online for the whole period, use it or give it, pop up to the RSS chat, that's why it's there. If you're not gonna use it, or if you have no use for it, just give it away. Just literally go to the RSS chat. Look, who needs it? Oh, Miss Jaded needs 150k wood. Cool, let's just give it to her. Simple as that. Next thing, whenever you're upgrading any of your defenses, always put them at the very end of your base so that it doesn't leave a blank space right in the middle of your space ground whenever you're being raided. That's the worst thing you could do. Just give him you're literally giving a breeze of fresh air. That's all you're giving him. You're giving him time to recover. You don't want that. You want him to be attacked from every direction. You don't want any holes. Fill it up as best you can. Next tip. This is probably going to sound crazy, but trust me, whenever you're finishing off an event and you have spare gems, or you just got payout in, I don't know, your season, right? You got, I don't know, you just unlocked, like I did just now, 15 golden chests. Don't open them right away. Don't open them now. There's no point. The event is over. You're going to get resources, outcomes that help for the previous event. You don't want that. The event is over. It's going to be pointless. So you want them to be there for the next one. So you want to save them. And trust me, if the armory goes away, your gold chests are still there. They will remain there forever until you open them. So for the next event, as soon as you pop back up and the armory is live, you can just start opening them again. There's no problem. They will appear. They're not going to get deleted or some sort of black magic shit. It's not. They're going to stay there. One more thing. Whenever you're opening gold chests, don't ever, under any circumstance, open one chest at a time. And I mean, not like when you have them already. When you have to buy them with gems. So don't spend 800 gems for one gold chest. That's pointless. It's so expensive. You're basically spending double the price that there are if you open them 10 at once. 10 at once is 4,000. Opening one at a time is 800. That's ridiculous. It's like 8,000. That's 8,000 gems you're spending, and you could have saved up 4,000 of those. So never do that. Another tip. This is regarding either breeding tokens or time speed ups. As you can see, I have plenty. Well, it's what I got paid for the placement that we got in the last event. And you don't want to waste those. Also breeding tokens, you don't want to waste those. You want to use breeding tokens at breeding events. That's how you get prices. That's how you get sigils. You don't want to use them during non-event. Never do that. It's a waste of sigil prices that you can get and placement for your team in the breeding event. Also, as you can see, I still have a lot of lumber packs left from the fortification event. I'm not spending these. I'm going to wait for the next fortification event. That's when it's going to be useful. So that's one tip also to keep in your head. Don't rush anything. Just keep it cool. Take them for the next event where you're going to use them. Don't just waste them all at once. Obviously, I'm not going to give you the tip of coming online every day to cash out the league pay that you get. That's pretty obvious that you should do that. Well, this is a tip based on defenses. Never neglect these buildings in here in the main island. Never neglect those, ever. They're as important as your defenses. So as you're leveling up defenses and RSS farms as well, trust me, those are important as well. Make sure to level up these as well, especially the builder hut, because that's what's going to take you to upgrade your defenses to the higher level. Your RSS storage, that's what's going to take you also to upgrade your defenses to the higher level. And just, this is not a tip, it should be common sense. Whenever you're receiving RSS, thank you is always nice. So I'm going to say a nice thank you, a peace sign. But a thank you is good behavior. Last tip of the day, defenses. Whenever you're defending a teammate, this goes also well with you sending food to a player, him going offline, and him being raided. Always try and defend him. You don't want him to waste his RSS. So defenses, yes, these are pretty good. This is the shield, this is the attack. But what you want is use your super shots well. And as you can see here, there's fire turrets. I'm going to use them on those. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea as Tyrant is attacking and he's got resistance against them. But also focus on healing. This is the most annoying one. This is literally the most annoying one. The repair. The repair tool. That's what you want to use, especially in war, as defenses have been implemented to count towards points. If it's a draw with flames, they now count towards points. So the team that has the most defenses wins. So always use the repair kit. This is the one that's most annoying. Obviously I failed because I was talking, but you know, you get the idea. And obviously this Tyrant is a lot stronger than this player's defense. It sucks to admit, but it's true. I think I covered it all. Let me know in the comments down below if you have more tips to share. I think I've given it my all. At least regarding to the actual game, not to the wall map. I will be covering that soon. Tomorrow morning I will be covering wall map. Definitely, I'll show you how it works, what it is, and I'll give you some tips and tricks. But regarding the game, let me know if I've covered it all for you guys. Please do add more in the comments if you have any coming up in your head. As always guys, take care, peace out, have a great day.